There has been a strong Latin American response. The countries, actually today, UNASUR expelled also Paraguay, the Mercosur expelled Paraguay. Of course, the ALBA countries had, always are at the lead. They withdrew they called on their, their ambassadors. Don't recognize the new government. Venezuela also cut, as of Monday, cut all oil supplies. One of the things that UNASUR, they are meeting tomorrow the 29th. One of the things that might happen, they said that, one of the possibilities that they will have to discuss, and because UNASUR is much larger than Mercosur, has more countries, and, more countries that might interfere with that decision. But one of the things that they wanted was to close the borders to Paraguay, and completely isolate it. Paraguay has no access to the sea, so it's really bound. It's like, cornered. So if that happens, it's going to be a big setback for Franco. And Franco already said, he's sending his ex-ministro del Exterior, exterior minister, around to convince that, he's going to take care, like Lobo did with Honduras. We're going to take care, we're going to be good, we're going to respect human rights, blah, 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 blah. Because he knows that this is a danger, the fact that they will not be doing much trade, and not allowing that. In spite of that division, in spite that there hasn't been, because of all the conditions that I mentioned before, it was very difficult just to have a coherent, collective, movement. But they are resistant, and they just form the Frente Popular Frente para defender la democracia, National Front to defend democracy. So I just wanted to share some of the pictures. They say that that people don't, that there is no. Oh, one thing that the new government did was, of course, they start repressing, but they start also, but they have been very cautious, because the eyes are, they have received so much solidarity all over the place, including from Palestine. It's just amazing, the response of all the world. And but one thing that they did was to close up the national TV, and the TVs and the media that would be in the hands of progressive people. Most of the media is like it's like in Venezuela. It's in the hands of the oligarchy, and they say, Mordaza, they don't let us scream, but they own most of the media. So they formed this National Front for the Defense of Democracy, and this is, please copy that link, because it's an amazing link, and this is the band. Is that how you say it? The band of the website, that it's Paraguay Resiste, Paraguay Resists. So it's paraguayresiste.com. Also, things that ABC is the big, I think it's the largest newspaper, which is by one of the Colorados, and it's also a landowner, and had also deals with drug trades, like the usual. Then these are just at least some of the media that have been closed by the new government. And then there is Facebook. People are using, the movement are really using Facebook. Regardless of what we think of Facebook, they are using Facebook, and they have a forum of discussion on the destitution of Fernando Lugo, and people go and vote and make commentaries. The same thing as the website that I mentioned before. It has, because the public TV had a program that's on open mic. micrófono abierto, and people just went and said whatever they thought about the country, and this time what they thought about the coup. And when they closed and you know, substituted the staff with the coup staff, the people and the workers just took the open mic in the front of the TV station. They have open mic on the street. So it's like a constant 24-hour vigil that they have. Plus this front has called for demonstration. When they started with demonstration on Tuesday. And they want to organize at all levels at the national level, smaller, and then the ultimate is to concentrate everybody in Asunción. So it's building and getting more support and getting more organizations involved. So it's something like very living situation. It's a compañera from Portugal who put it's a virtual march against the coup and has it on Facebook, and you can go there and it says in 72 hours there are almost 5,000 people marching, you know, in Facebook, and just and it's nobody, you know, this is not like well known yet. So this is just, but it shows how difficult are these processes at this point. But also it also says that regardless of who the president or the leader is, what is different right now is the people. That there are movements that they don't want to go back, and regardless who is, they are pushing the presidents, whoever it is, and whatever sign they are pushing them. It's the people really who are the motor of these changes, and that is going to grow, and that is going to coalesce. So I think I really appreciated that. And it's like different countries have different realities. There are many contradictions, even in Venezuela. You know, there are contradictions. There are things that, you know, when you're a Marxist, you say, oh, why did Chavez did this? You know, but also there are other conditions, and we have to see everything as a whole.